Cyrus finna get ready to get Elizabeth and Jocelyn, y'all. I wonder who gonna get hurt. But hey, y'all, welcome back to another review of Life with Chess for General Hospital, February 17, 2025. Okay, y'all, so first things first, let me know y'all thoughts on today's episode down below. Look, first of all, did y'all see the promo for this week's episode? Did y'all see Cyrus over here? He goes to Elizabeth's house or whatever. She opens the door to see him there. And I said, should have stayed out of it. Shouldn't have called this lady knowing that he be there. But yeah, then they also showed him returning back to his little hideout spot and seeing Jocelyn. She just looking all shocked. Looked like she had been crying. I don't know. But yeah, I was like, see, Nancy Drew, you done got caught slipping. You in to take the ball and over here. But yeah, on today's episode, we're going to start with Carly and Sonny. So first of all, Sonny stopped by to tell Carly about the deal him and Ava, or the arrangement him and Ava came up with 50-50, and she knew immediately that something was up. She also knew that Jason may be, doing the same thing he did back in the day for her, saying that he's the father of Sasha's baby when he really isn't or whatever. And she was like, if so, I need to talk to him or whatever. I said, I don't think this gonna last, because they said this week, what's today, Monday? I don't know what day, but they say that Willow's supposed to find out something. So as soon as she find out that Michael's the father, or that Michael met up with Sasha or something like that. But yeah, they said she's supposed to find something out this week, so we'll see. I said, regardless, you keep on. They keep going back and forth. Meanwhile, Michael nowhere to be found. This still supposed to be a discussion between them two. It don't have nothing to do with the Quartermains or Drew or Nina, none of them. But yeah, y'all, with Carly and Sonny, like I said, he ends up telling her about the arrangement with Ava, saying that, Ava needs her mother and all this stuff. But Carly knew it was a load of baloney. She kept asking him or whatever. And he kept giving this excuses about, she deserves to have something to do with her child. Just saying a bunch of stuff that Carly knew wasn't the truth. She was like, I know it's more going on or whatever. So then she started talking about Sasha being pregnant, the fact that Drew said Jason was the father. And Sonny was trying to tell her, if he wants us to know anything, he'll tell us. I want to know how they going to react when they find out that Sasha's carrying their grandchild. And Jason knew about it. These folks will never stay at odds long, but we'll see. But yeah, is that the last thing? Josh and Trina. So, what was she looking at? I think Jocelyn was looking up that address or whatever that lady got her. I forgot her name already. Look, I wrote a name that is somewhere in this notebook. I wrote it down somewhere. But the lady, the assistant lady or whoever she is, she was looking up the address when Trina came in and said they was going to cook until she got a text from Kai. Kai asked her out. I'm assuming it's a date or whatever. But he asked her out, so she ends up talking her into going. Meanwhile, she over here, she don't put on all black and stuff. And I said, all that just to get caught slipping. I want to know who's gonna get hurt, if they both gonna get hurt, who's gonna save them, because you can hear how can I say it without saying the word? You can hear a weapon being fired. Or whatever. So I'm like, okay, does she have the weapon? Like, because they made the whole thing, well, they didn't make a whole thing, but y'all know they showed a scene where she hid the weapon that she found in Dick's drawer or whatever. But yeah, somebody said they think that Carla's gonna be mad at Brendan once she finds out that he's the one that gave the address to her, and he knew about her investigating Cyrus. Curtis, Laura, Jordan, Drew. So basically, first it was Curtis and Laura. They was talking about the little project they supposed to be working on or whatever. I said, I want to know what's really going on, because Jordan over here talking about, I know she ain't right. Out of everything, I know she ain't right. She's talking about maybe he really a legitimate businessman. Girl, please. Please. Okay, I say it like this. If he a legitimate businessman, then Sonny is too. He might as well be, though, because he, like I said before, 1,000,000 times, if y'all been listening, I said this man done ran. Remember how he was trying to get Cyrus out of there when he was trying to sell substances or whatever, or deal substances? Then he didn't want to do the whole weapon thing with Pikeman. I was like, what do you do, sir? What type of mobster are you? So maybe he is a legitimate businessman. Maybe he is only importing coffee, like he said. But yeah, they was having a whole doggone meeting about Drew's plan. I said, Drew abusing his power already. Now, if you do see an opportunity to make that space beneficial for the residents and stuff like that, then okay, cool. But we all know that ain't it. I was about to say, how y'all think Willow gonna feel when she find out everything Drew been up to, everything he's been doing? Because she was mad about Michael taking his company, but he over here doing sneaky stuff, having dealings with Selena Wood and everything. So, But yeah, first, before Jordan and Drew got there, Laura wanted Curtis to give his input. She said she thinks that Drew trying to get to Jason through Sonny, and I said, right. I said, I think he's trying to get both of them. I don't really know what he got going on. Like, a lot of people, again, I repeat, saying that they don't think that's Drew, or they think that, didn't they do a scene or a storyline where somebody was controlling what he do or something like that. Was that when he thought he was Jason? I don't know. I forgot how it go, y'all. It's been a long time. But yeah, a lot of people are speculating they finna get ready to bring those storylines back, that he's Peter August, all this stuff. But he been doing a whole bunch of stuff. And I was like, all that for you not to end up with Willow anyways. Eventually they gonna break up. That's what they do in this show. Break up anyways. But yeah, let's see. Jordan ends up showing up, and they was just discussing his plan and, Sidwell, and that's when she was talking about the doggone. She think he a legitimate businessman, or he could be, or whatever. Because Curtis still trying to warn her. I said he gonna have to save her. It's gonna be this big thing. I don't know when, but yeah, I don't think he no legitimate businessman. He either mad about Natalia or he mad about the diamond situation. Either way. They also said that Robert and them supposed to be coming back. I don't know when though. Then y'all know they did the whole scene where he snuck in there where Sasha was. So maybe they gonna address that storyline soon. We'll see. I forgot what Willow Felicia was talking about. I think they was talking about something. She said basically her job is her safe place or whatever. It's the one place she feels like nobody is judging her or questioning her choices or whatever. She started talking about moving back in with Nina and all this stuff, and Martin ends up showing up. He ends up showing out and telling her basically that the PI got hurt or whatever for at least a week, so she won't be able to do anything. So they need to come up with a plan. She kept saying how she doesn't. I don't even think I wrote that part down. Let me see. She said she didn't want to do nothing to Michael because she's the one that cheated and all this other stuff. I said, regardless, once again, like, they both cheated. He just cheated and got a doggone baby. And she said something about she don't want to lose her kids. I know what Martin said. He said he needs something on Michael so that she could get sole custody. And she was like, she doesn't want to cut him out of his children's life or whatever. I said, you shouldn't be able to do that anyway. You shouldn't be able to do that anyway or whatever, especially when he was willing to compromise or whatever. But yeah, they just made this whole storyline worse. They did. But what else was they talking about? I think she got a call saying her car was impounded. I said that Tracy said she wasn't gonna do nothing. She can't. I knew she was full of crap. They just making the situation worse. Do y'all think they making the situation worse? Yeah, she got a call saying her car has been impounded or whatever. So she was like, she done. Who was she talking to? Was she talking to Mac? I think she was talking to Mac when she said she done being nice and all this other stuff. So I was like, yeah. And when she seen Sasha and Jason, spoiler alert, they kiss. Once she seen them kissing, she stood there. And like the look on her face said, I don't believe this. I don't know. We'll see though. Like I said, this week they say that she's supposed to find something out. So we'll see. But yeah, I was like, okay. It cut off, y'all. I said, okay, I think we all know that this storyline is not going to last long. But then again, there have been storylines that have lasted a long time, so we'll see. Let me scratch out Willow now. Willow went to the police station, and she was talking to a police officer. Then Matt came, and she ends up telling about having the car impounded. I think he said he was going to help her. I forgot. But she ends up seeing Sasha up in there with Jason. Can they hear through the screen thing? The little window? Can they hear? I don't know if they can hear it now, because they said Michael. She said Michael or whatever. I don't know. Jason said Michael. Something about Michael or doing this for Michael or something like that. And I was like, yeah, y'all busted already, because she don't look like she believe it. And even Sasha was telling Jason, she was telling Jason, and I'm skipping ahead. I forgot to write that she visited him. But she was saying to him, she think that Willow's onto her because, the whole PI situation. But Mac, Anna, Sasha, Elizabeth, what was they talking about? Mac wanted to know why Jason was being held, that basically she didn't have nothing. I know what I was going to say about this. They always want to utilize Jason and them when they can't do their job. Y'all ever noticed that? I know y'all don't notice that. I was like, not them over here suggesting that they look the other way so that Jason can handle Cyrus or whatever. Elizabeth had stopped by the police station basically to turn in evidence to Anna. And by the way she was talking, she still couldn't do nothing with it. I was like, what y'all want these people to do? Y'all job fully or something? But yeah, she seen Jason in there. She snuck in to see him. She ended up telling him that maybe he won't have to do anything because, they got evidence. She told him everything that they've been working on in regards to Cyrus or whatever. And I think he was saying that he don't really think they had nothing either or something. He asked her something. I didn't write it down, but he asked her something or whatever. But she ends up taking the evidence to Anna. And like I said, she had she couldn't do nothing with that evidence either. I said, how much evidence you want? I was like, what? You got to go somewhere. Y'all should have had a warrant. It could be enough to get a warrant. I don't know. But I think they would have to find his fingerprints or whatever because they said they found that outside his place. That don't mean he threw it away. But she ended up giving all the evidence to Anna or whatever. So I'm thinking she finna get ready to go try to run the fingerprints and everything, see if she can find anything. This man Cyrus over here, they don't show him. He got a big old box of syringes. He got a box of syringes, a thing of syringes or whatever. He got a box of that, what's it called, digitalis or whatever. I said, how many people he finna take out? I'm like, golly. But yeah, this week, Elizabeth, he gonna be in her face, finna get her. He finna get Jocelyn. Shot's supposed to be fired or whatever, so we'll see how all that takes place. Oh, Sasha stopped by to see Jason or whatever. Mac ends up apologizing to her about Cody. But yeah, she said she was there to see Jason, so he let her in, and he told, what did he tell Jason? To treat her with respect or be respectful. Something he said to him about her or whatever. So she ends up telling him about the PI and everything. But then she ends up seeing Willow. Oh, she wanted him to basically admit that he was the father. But she seen that Willow was looking through the window, and she acted like she was walking out. Then she turned around and she told him to go with it. So she ends up kissing him or whatever. But the look on Willow's face, like, you could tell that she doesn't believe it, but we'll see or whatever. Then Drew over here at the hospital got flowers. I said, oh, I can't stand him. But it was something else, y'all. What was it? It was something. I don't know if it was about Sasha and them. I think it was Sasha. I think I was going to say, if Sasha didn't want nobody to know about the baby or suspect anything, you might want to stay out the lady face. Study telling her about herself and what she did to Michael and all that stuff. Meanwhile, you don't sup with her husband. So what makes you any better or than them? What makes you any better? I was like, if you don't want nobody to know a secret, stay out their face. What the freak going on? Every time, yeah, you did this, just confront her or whatever. To the point where Willow was telling Drew she was actually shocked by how she's treating her or acting because of everything that happened, and she can't believe that they're a friend, they was ever friends or whatever. But yeah, I think that's it. That's all. Let me know y'all thoughts down below. Stay tuned for the next review. Until next time, deuces, have girls, so they be safe.